only 3 things I did helped me achieve my financial freedom. The first thing is I learned a skill. So as some of you know, I'm a physical therapist. I don't work for someone else, I'm my own boss. I work for myself and I deal with clients basically. So my skill helped me to become financially free. And this skill is one of those, when you ask a millionaire the way that they're making their money and they say, well, I have this really boring business that makes me a lot of money, but it's so boring. Well, this is basically it. It's kind of a boring, it's not a job because I don't go to 9 to 5. I deal with clients. I work like 3 to 4 hours a day and I get 5 times the average salary in my country. And this is kind of the hustle where it's kind of boring, but it's pretty good because it makes you financially free. And the thing that I did, which helped me to get to where I am today, is all those like boring trainings, all those, hard trainings. I remember waking up every single weekend and going on my training, and I can't say it was like this bad, experience. It was great, but it's kind of boring. You're doing this one thing on repeat all the time, you're just repeating it, but it's just so you can learn that skill. And this is the secret behind learning a skill. It will be boring. Firstly, it will be hard. At the start, it will be hard to learn a skill, then it will become boring. But after you go through the hard and boring phase, you will come to the phase where you actually start working with clients. For example, me right now, when I'm working, I feel great. I feel fulfilled. Like me helping people, I feel great. Like, the other day, one lady came for a treatment and she couldn't walk. She literally couldn't walk. And after the 45 minutes of me doing my treatment on her, she basically stood up and went home with no problems. This is like the real happiness. And I'm not talking just about my therapy, like the thing that I'm doing, but the thing with your skill. Like, if you learn a skill where you help people, it's like a gift from God, bro. You wake up every day and you actually want to work. You want to help people. But I mean, at least for me, there are some psychopaths out there who want to hurt people, but I mean, they belong to the jail or something. So if you're a normal human being, helping people will be inside of you. It will be in your genes to help other people, So if you choose a skill, to learn a skill where you actually help people, and this kind of videos is also helping people too. I'm telling you what I'm doing, I'm helping you, I'm giving you tips. So this is also helping people. And if you manage to find a skill which is required for you to help people, it will like skyrocket your motivation and discipline and everything. Because if let's say I woke up and my job was before doing this job, before working as a physical therapist, I had a sales job, and I would wake up every day and I would drive to work, but my feet would just want to go back home. I hated that job. My job was to basically sell an expensive vacuum cleaner, and I hated that job so much that every time I had to go in a client's house and sell him this vacuum cleaner, I would always just sit in the car for 5 minutes like this, and I'm asking myself, bro, what am I doing with my life, bro? I hate this. I literally don't want to walk in this person's house and like bother him with my $2,000 vacuum cleaner, bro. Everyone rejected me, of course, because I had this mindset. But I mean, I could change that mindset back then, but like I actually chose to find something better for me. And I found that something better with this thing that I'm doing right now. So actually helping people. I'm working with different clients every day. And the beauty with my job is that people actually bless me, bro. I'm helping them and they're actually blessing me. So I basically love my job. And if you can try to find a skill, like I said, where you help people, you will love your job. Like for me, for example, later this day, I have clients and I literally can't wait to just work. I basically love my job. Another very important thing where it comes to learning a skill that will help you like reach your financial freedom is to stick to that hard phase and that boring phase. So like I said, the first phase is the hard phase. Everything is hard when you're starting out. My kickboxing trainings were hard at the start. Right now I'm the kickboxing champion. My trainings were hard at the start. Right now all the people bless me. Like my relationship was hard at the start. We had all these arguments and we're shouting at each other and all this. But right now, my relationship is like beautiful. So everything is hard when you're just starting out. Like everything. You're just a beginner. Even the game you're playing as a child on your computer was hard when you're just starting out. You're learning all the controls. You basically don't know the map. you're exploring and all these things. So everything is hard when you start, but the thing is, if you stick through that hard thing, then it becomes boring. So once you go through that hard period of the skill, the job, whatever, it actually becomes boring. So that's the second phase, and it's so crucial to stick through that phase. So the next phase is where the actual rewards come into play. Like everything, bro. This applies for the previous examples I gave you, my kickboxing trainings, my job, my relationship, everything. To be honest with you, like before me and my girlfriend figured out how to make our relationship better, for me it was kind of boring, bro. There was a period in my life where my relationship was boring and I thought of, I can't do this anymore and all these things. But when I actually went through that period, now it's great. So if you manage to stick through that hard period and then the boring period of whatever you do in your life, then the second period, the third phase, is where the rewards come in. I remember my cousin telling me that like every relationship is good only for the first year and a half. Like everything is good, in the honeymoon period. But like, for example, when I went past that period, like I said, there were some challenges that occurred. But once you go through the challenges, actually an even more beautiful phase appears. Even bigger honeymoon period appears. I actually get to live my life not just on a honeymoon like month or 2 or year. I get to live my honeymoon like basically life. So once you manage to get through that that hard phase, that boring phase, you actually come to the phase which is basically God rewarding you. So even if it's your business, even if it's your, I don't know, sport, even if it's your relationship, whatever it is, once you stick through the two phases, the rewards start coming in. And that's basically how I became financially free. Because like I said, my first phase when I was learning my skill was like hard, everything hurted, like my body, my brain, everything. Then it became boring when, you're doing this one thing on repeat every single day, it becomes boring. But then, right now I'm financially free, I'm traveling, I'm doing all these things, I'm going on fancy dinners and everything. And I mean, the rewards are worth it every single time. So if you manage to stick long enough to whatever you're doing, like for example, the topic of this video is financial freedom. If you stick long enough to your skill, the financial freedom is inevitable. It will come for sure. The second thing I did, which helped me achieve my financial freedom, is I changed my mindset. So, listen, you're born with no mindset, let's say this, and then you go through life, you get older, and most probably you're accepting the mindset from your parents, from the people around you, from your environment. So if you grew up in a poor environment, your mindset will be money is scarce, save, the poor are evil and all these things. If you grew up in a rich environment, your mindset would be different. But in order for you to go from, let's say right now you're broke, for you to grow into a financial independent person, there needs to be a shift in your mindset. You can't go from zero money to, let's say, 10k per month with the same mindset at zero and at 10k per month. There is no such a thing. So if you want to achieve anything in your life, for example, financial freedom, you need to change your mindset. In order for you to become a champion like me in kickboxing, let's say, you need to change your mindset first, before even training, before even doing all these things. You need to first put it in your head that you're a champion, so then you can go on and become a champion. Everything comes in the mind first. So you have to change your mindset. For example, me, I changed my mindset in many different ways. If you ask a person that knows me, my friend, my girlfriend, my parents, anyone, if you ask them, my way of thinking 2 or 3 years ago when I was broke and my way of thinking now, I'm basically a completely different person. I mean, you can't really achieve anything with your loser mentality right now. I don't want to insult you, but most probably right now, if you're broke, that means you're having the loser mentality. No insults, but that's the truth. If you're having some money, if you're a millionaire, congrats, you have the winner mentality. But if you're watching this video, most probably you're not a millionaire and you're not satisfied with your financial situation. So most probably you're in the loser mentality group. In order to change this and change your financial situation, like I said, change your mind first. First of all, start to believe in yourself. Start to believe that you can achieve things that are just not achievable for the ordinary person. You know how rare it is where I'm from for someone to be 21 to be financially free, uh, all by himself, by the way, not with the help of his parents and everything. No, just to become financially free, himself, like self-made financial free guy, to have like successful business, to be independent, to be in a long stable relationship, to be a champion, to be everything. Like, you know how rare it is, not even in where I'm from, like everywhere. It's so rare. But these things are achievable. These things are actually so like not easy to achieve, but so possible to achieve just by changing your mindset. So firstly, you need to start believing in yourself that you can do like the not achievable things. Basically, you doing something that is hard for the ordinary person. You need to start believing that. Secondly, you need to change your mindset from like consumer mindset to producer mindset. So what that means, you know, you heard this maybe online a couple of times right now. But what this means is basically, instead, you know, they always mention the example where instead of scrolling, become the person who creates videos. I know not everyone wants to create videos. So what this means, what this shift from consumer to creator means, is basically stop consuming everything. Instead of going to a coffee shop and consuming the coffee, paying for that coffee, start to think how you can become the owner of that coffee shop and you producing the coffee. Instead of going to nightclubs, you know, spending money, getting wasted, and spending time and energy, try to think how you can be the guy who is making money from it. Like, this is not just applied in the in the scrolling, you know, TikTok, Instagram, Reels, and something. Like, I know not everyone is made to make videos online, but like change your mindset from consumer to creator in everything, literally everything. Instead of, I don't know, like I said, going out, spending money eating, you know, wasting lots of money on every month on eating out. Start to become the producer. Maybe cook your own food at home. Try to save some money, you know, and invest that money in your self-improvement. Also, when we're talking in this category, it also applies for you to like stop wasting time. You need to change your mindset from, you know, going out just pointlessly gathering with people that you don't even like having these pointless conversations. You need to change that into just actually sitting home and doing some job, man. Like, sitting home and doing work is way better than you going out with some people you don't even respect and just, you know, just talking shit. You're basically yapping. You know? There was this meme where this guy says, Shanice, your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. And he says, yappa, 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 shut it, please.
Shanice,
Yeah?
your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please.
Like, people need to shut your mouths more, stop talking shit, and go home and do some work instead. This is also the change of the mindset that I'm talking about. Instead of, I literally became financially free when I started saying no to people. Like, my friends want to go out and do some stupid shit, like go out and sit on a coffee and talk shit for 2 hours, and I'm just saying no. Like, no, bro, I have more important things to do. Like, you know, someone calls me, let's go and get drunk. No, bro, I have more important things to do, more fulfilling things to do. This is the change in the mindset that you need to do in order to achieve your financial freedom. The third thing I did, which helped me achieve my financial freedom, is I actually let God guide my life. So I remember being broke, getting frustrated that I don't have clients, I didn't have money coming in, I had some kind of expenses and I couldn't like fulfill them. I remember getting kind of frustrated, laying down and being like, bro, in this life I don't know shit. I literally don't know shit. I'm just a regular like mortal human being. Like, I'm just a little, you know, the little thing, the little sand in all the desert. And I was like, God, you are the creator, you're the best, you know the best. So I give my life to you, basically. I let you guide my life because basically I don't know shit. So I let you guide my life because I'm pretty sure you know the best. You created this whole like planet, this whole earth. So I mean, when it comes to just my life, you basically got no best for me. Like, no one knows the best. Not even me, not my parents, not my friends. No one knows better than God. So I was like, God, I'm giving you the permission to guide me through my life. And I actually give my life basically to you. And once I said these things, a couple of days later, I start to get clients, I start to get some money coming in, I start seeing opportunities, I invested money, I started getting more money. I basically became financially free, I became happier, I became more fulfilled once I did this. So if you're stuck in this life, if you're feeling like you're hitting this glass ceiling, like you're not seeing it, but you can't go past that, you're basically hitting a ceiling, be like this, bro. Just give your life to God. He knows the best. He will do the best. You can't know more than the creator. Like there is no chance for you to know better than someone that created this everything. So if you are ready, if you actually want to propel your life to the next levels, just do this one simple thing. I mean, these three simple things, but this last thing is very important. Like I can't stress this like enough, but it's very powerful to do this. And don't just say this, like lay down, like get relaxed, and don't just say this like, oh God, please help me, guide me, blah blah blah. You actually need to mean this. Like there is a difference between saying things like, like going out and just talking shit, and you actually saying things that matter, that you mean those things. So if you actually mean to say that, like, God, please guide me, I'm giving you my life, you know the best. If you actually mean these things, God will actually help you. So I mean, that's how He helped me, because I was fed up with all the bullshit. I had enough. Like basically I felt like I couldn't do this by myself. I couldn't do it alone. And I actually was like, God, I need help. I need you to guide me. I need you to like lead my life. And I'm pretty sure that God actually leads my life right now. Like I'm doing all these things thanks to God. Like me, or just me, I'm not doing shit. Before saying this thing that I'm telling you, I wasn't doing none of this shit. But once I told God that He is like allowed to guide my life, I started actually doing some good things. I actually became a better man. I'm feeling like I'm becoming a better man, and I'm doing more fulfilling things, and I'm actually doing better in life. So if you want to achieve financial freedom, just do these three things and come back to this channel for more tips.